Welcome back, everyone. Thank you so much for being a part of my community. Thank you so much for showing your support. And here we are going to do our November budget closing. As you guys know, I am filming this during Black Friday weekend. And guys, remember to shop a small business. When you shop a small business, you're supporting someone's dreams. So make sure to shop a small business, guys. I am running a sale during Saturday and Sunday. So make sure you shop for your printables. And we will be putting more savings challenges out within the next couple of days. So just make sure that you go to the shop or you're consistently checking the link, guys, as well as I'm always showing you guys via Instagram and all of that. So make sure that you follow here so that you can see all the new stuff and everything that we are constantly accomplishing. So first of all, I want to say thank you to everyone that has been following. Thank you to everyone that gives their positive feedback. Also, thank you to everyone that has shopped in the business. Thank you so much, guys. I am accomplishing things because you guys are shopping. Thank you so much. Also, I enjoy watching you guys be able to save using the savings challenges. So we did our third week of November expenses, and here is the fourth week. Guys, my son was helping me out with the highlighting, so that's why some of this stuff is actually smeared. He wanted to help out, so I let him do so. And what I do is I highlight the categories. So everything in lunch will go purple, everything in my son's fund will go blue, personal care will all go in pink, gas will all go in green, all over the expense tracking, just so that it can be easier when I have to come here to the closing. And this is what we're going to do today, where I'm going to show you the closing for today. As you can see here, my son was really going hard on the highlighters. So he was really going at it. So I want to show you guys here. In office supply, I believe that was $1.10. In groceries, we did $130.97. You guys know it was the whole Thanksgiving weekend. In lunch, we did $4.58. Personal care, we did $6.52. Then we did groceries $38.85, which was some missing things that I had for the whole Thanksgiving weekend. And then here we have my son actually use his challenges, guys. He actually used his little challenges to be able to buy himself a toy. He was so happy. He did not win the Thanksgiving turkey race, but he actually I actually took him his little envelope, which he was not expecting whatsoever. So I went to see his little race, and when I took him, I said, would you like to take your envelope to buy a toy? And his face literally lit up. He's like, yes, take me to the store. So he actually went to go to 2 different stores, and he bought himself his little toy. And this is the $4 was because we went a little bit over, but it's okay. So the $4 I think was actually on some batteries for the toy. And then we actually, guys, this $4 is because we were actually able to start putting money into our sinking funds. Yay! So I'm so happy, guys. So happy. This really helps me. It really motivates me, and it puts up my mental health, guys. So thank you so much. This is all because you guys are purchasing in my shop. I am able, guys, to do this sinking fund. So we did, it wasn't much now, but I'll show you guys. So all in total, we spent $20.20 in cash and $169.82 in government help, guys, leaving us with $10.68 left over and $40 left over, or $41 I think it was, in cash. Guys, if you hear some sneezing noises or some like screaming, it's a neighbor back here that sneezes like that. So as you can see here, guys, what we budgeted versus what we actually received. So we budgeted $302, right? We had said we wasn't going to get any cash. We didn't have any cash. but we were blessed with $120, and we got the government help was actually for $24.71 because we had some rollover. We did 0 in car loan and 0 in student loan. And then in gas down here, we had 0, but we spent $28 in gas. Yes, gas went down drastically, but there is a reason why gas went down drastically, guys. I have not been using my vehicle. My son got sick, so the vehicle that I am using, since my son was sick the whole week, plus he had some days off from school, well, the gas, I really didn't have to go out a lot. And the days that he did go to school, the father had him, so that's why the gas is so low. And then groceries, we did $247.01, which we spent a little bit over what we projected to spend, but it's okay because we're in this whole Thanksgiving month. So, I saw the turkey. I said I have to grab this turkey, otherwise, guys, when I go back, there will not be a turkey, right? The best thing I did. A lot of people were saying that during the week of Thanksgiving, like that whole week before, they went to buy turkeys and they could not find any whatsoever. So I'm glad I snatched one up as soon as I could. And then personal care, we did $10.01. We had to buy a couple items there. And we did school fund. School fund was $1, but I didn't spend it. It's still in the envelope, so I put 0 because I didn't spend it, so it still should maintain in the envelope. And then lunch, we did $21.64 because this is when my son got sick, and I just wound up buying him lunch every time he would go either out to the pediatrician or anything like that. I had to buy him some lunch. And then groceries, we spent $169.82, which would be part of the rollover. So that's why you see $169.82. Because here, I believe what I divided only was the 302, not the 424. That's why you see budgeted less than what we actually spent. So as you can see here, we have 424, but we only spent 416.83, and we only spent 59.65 in the cash when we had projected a 0. And then here, guys, as you can see, we did everything 0, but because I made sales with you guys, so happy, guys, that I made sales with you guys, and I was able to put $1 towards Christmas, $1 towards car maintenance, $1.10 I spent on office supplies, $1 for my son. That's in a sinking fund. And medical, I spent $10.80. As you guys know, my son was sick, so I had to spend $10.80 there, with a total of $14.90. But I'm so proud that I was able to put $1 towards my son, $1 towards car maintenance, and $1 towards Christmas. So that was awesome. And our emergency fund started growing, so it's $1. It doesn't matter how much you put in, guys, as long as you're putting something in, because these emergencies, these medical emergencies, they pop up like nobody's business. Car emergencies pop up like nobody's business. If you have a home maintenance, like some home, a busted pipe, or your cabinets are falling apart or whatever, you have that emergency fund there to be able to solve that. So in total, I had $544.71 in income. I spent $492.38 in cash. We have a buffer left over of $41 in cash, and government help, we have $10.68 left over in cash. There was a 65 cents difference, but that was in the purse, so that I was only off in my tabulations by 65 cents, but that's change that I kind of throw in my purse when I get back from the cash. So that might be what the difference is. And we could not tackle any of this, which I wanted to tackle the city sticker, but that's going to be a little bit hardcore. And Christmas, which it's not essential. Like my essential here is Car City sticker and the printer ink, so that I'm able to print stuff for you guys, so you guys can see. But I know you guys are going to keep helping with the sale, so let me take you back here. This is where I close out. So let me explain this to you. Some people close out with an actual separate sheet. Some people do this closing. This, to some people, is the closing, because they actually put here what they pay. They see all their income. They see how much went out. Some people just use this as their closing, because here you're doing what you expected to pay versus what you paid. So this would be a closing to some people. Some people actually need this separate sheet, right? I always do this one just to see what I went under and over on. So we had here 120 in cash, which we were not expecting, and 70.85, which was government help rollover, and then government help, which was 353.86, which was how much we received. And then gas, I had budgeted $0, and we had $28. So I put over because I budgeted $0, but in reality it didn't go over, because if we compare to last month was like $75 versus this month $28. So it's a huge drop. Groceries, we did $302, but in reality we spent $416.83. You guys know that this category we always go over. Personal care was $0, but we actually spent $10.01, so that was over because we were supposed to spend $0. School fund was $1, and we still have $1. So I should have just put like a line through, because that's not, but we left it under because we never spent that. Lunch was $0, but we spent $21.64 as my son got sick. That was unexpected, but it's over because we were supposed to spend $0. Christmas was $0, and we actually were able to put in $1, so we were under, right? Or you can put a line through, because this is actually a sinking fund. And then son's birthday was $0, so we did the whole $0 here. We put a line through, which I should just put on the sinking funds a line through, because I didn't spend. And then car maintenance was $0, but we put $1, so it's under. Like I said, I should have put a line through. Miscellaneous was $0. Office supply $0, but we spent $1.10, so we were over. We were not supposed to spend anything on office supplies. And then sun was $0, but we spent $1, so that was, what is under? Is it still in the, I don't know if I still have this in the envelope. That's a good question. And then medical is $0, but we actually spent $10.80, so that was over. Emergency fund was $0, but we added $1. So these are added. Maybe I should put added here instead of under. And then student loan was $0, so I put a line through, and car loan was $0, so I put a line through. Total cash, I had $0, but we actually had 120. Total government help was $302, but we got $424.71. Total income $302, and we spent $544.71, leaving us a leftover in cash. That's why these are here. Leaving us a leftover in cash of $41 and a leftover in government help of $10.68. So we actually got through, guys. We actually made this budget work this month. So we have $41 next month. So make sure you follow, guys. Hit a thumbs up. If you have any questions, you can leave them down below. This is how I try to divide my cash. I did 40 for gas, so that would be 2 20s, 10 for lunch, which would be $1, $2 for school fund, which would be 2 ones, but we actually just put $1 in there. Personal care $5, which would be $1, and car maintenance $60, which would be 3. So this balance I didn't show because we actually did this after we did our budget, so that's why I didn't show this. But we spent a little over on all of this, and car maintenance is not at $60, guys, as we have been using it for emergencies. Like, as you can see, medical emergency wasn't here. Our gas, we did 40, but we actually spent 28, so we still have money left over for gas and lunch. We spent a little more because of our medical emergency, so we had to spend a little more, so we don't have 60 in car maintenance, which I wish we should. As you saw, we have $1 in car maintenance, so yeah, that's really getting to me. But that's what we have till now. Okay, guys, so this is what we have till now, guys. Thank you so much for being a part of the community. Make sure you follow, make sure you shop the small business, guys. Shop in my business. I would be highly, highly, highly grateful if you guys purchase anything from my small business, as I am trying to continue. We have 20 plus savings challenges, and I'm trying to create a new one every day. So thank you so much for being a part of the community, guys, and I'll catch you in our next filming session.